Say hey, everyone. Welcome back to Say Hey Plays. My name is Jose Bouquett. Alongside me, like I said in my tweet, and I'll tell it to him in his face, one of my favorite people to have on this show, at Dabby Cab. Dabby, first of all, I think you're muted.
Thank you, bro.
No
Thank
problem.
you. I enjoy doing this with you, too. I knew I would before you even started, though. I told you that when I first met you. I said, I can tell I like talking baseball with you.
Yes, it is. It's a good time. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Dave Beckett, Cryptos, G Martinez, Ronnie Umbergia. I hate to hear about that parlay heartbreak. Let's cash some tickets today. Hopefully it's a light card, but we'll talk about it. It's going to be fun. Mr. MDR, thank you for watching as always, my guys. To answer you guys' questions about my vacation, it was lovely. Plenty of Myrtle Beach stories, none that I could tell. A lot of interesting images on my phone. But, you know, I learned that I have a friend that's just a kleptomaniac, loves to steal things, and it's just very funny. And it was just a good time. Ultimately, it was a good trip, and I'm glad I went. And it's funny enough, I took 2 red eyes, there and back. I got back at like 12 p.m. yesterday, and it's like, oh my God, I feel so exhausted. I got more drunk yesterday than I did on the whole trip because I was just a combination of just drunk and exhausted. So
did you throw up?
No, I did not. No throw up for me. No throw up for me. Almost though. I got stung by a jellyfish for the first time in my life too.
Did you pee on it?
I did not know. It was on my hand. It was like I was just wading through. I just like bitch slapped the jellyfish. I don't know. It didn't really hurt. It was just more annoying. It is. I've never, like I said, never been.
Is it like more like electricity or like a burn? Like what is it?
A little burn. It's more of a burn.
Okay.
A little burn. Okay. JPZ, I did get tan. I'm sorry. You can't notice, I guess. No combination of the lighting. It's weird when I have my hands on my face. But I got tan, there's no more tan lines.
You just told me you drank and watched Deal or No Deal the whole time.
No, there's a lot of Deal or No Deal done, but that was after like 6 hours on the beach. Still, let me tell you guys, Deal or No Deal when you're drunk is electric. I love watching people make horrible decisions with money. It is very, very funny to me. But thanks everyone for watching. I appreciate you guys as you guys held on strong. There's like 2 days I was gone. It's going to be another like couple days I'm going to be gone next week because I'm going to be in Boston, which is my next, mental focus. But it's going to be a lot of fun. The college football started. You're doing a college football show.
Can you get your money back? Like when you could always try again next year. I know you were planning on.
Yep. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. If they get crushed, crushed by the Yankees, I will be asking for a refund. That is facts.
Try and get it now before it's too late.
No. They're gonna beat the Yankees that day, and I'm gonna bet a significant amount of money on the Red Sox, and it's not really gonna be that significant. But I cannot wait, especially because Boston gambling legal state. I don't know exactly how long it takes for them to get all that shit set up, and if they've got online already, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see all that good stuff. Cabby, how was your college football show?
Good. It was fun, man. We had a lot of fun. Shout out to all the guys that are in here right now that came up in there, man, because I'm seeing a lot of the same faces. Stimmy OG, I think Gas Report was in there. But anybody who came in there, it was fun, man. Moose did a great job. Ixnizzle, we all had fun. Took some shots. Ixnizzle did 3 live bets, man. 1 plus 225, 1 plus 125. He went 2 for 3, and when you're hitting numbers like that, 2 for 3s works out, right?
Yeah, so, we count those. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun. We'll be doing it again this weekend. We got a couple games this weekend that we're going to be live for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Hasn't been announced yet, but I think we're moving Saturdays to the Ohio State Notre Dame game, which if we are, that's like, yes. Because most of the time, UFC's at night, but since it's in Paris this weekend, it's at 12, so I get to do the later game.
Yes.
Yeah. But make sure and come in there. Maybe you can pop in with me one of these games this weekend.
Yes, of course. It'll be a whole lot of fun. I can tell you now, I will not be there this weekend because the UTSA Roadrunners are back this weekend. And I'm going to most likely leave part of my soul in the tailgate parking lot again. Because I don't want to say this too loudly, because I know there might be some people that go to UTSA watching the show, perhaps.
Houston's going to beat the shit out of him. I got you, bro.
No. Fuck you.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
It's my birthday this weekend.
What? Yes, they are.
No, they're not. It's my birthday this weekend.
Well, they're going to cover the spread.
No. Hold on. Let's break into college football real quick. What's the spread? I haven't looked at it. I was looking for it right now.
I
Houston
think it's
only 4
-3, bro.
points. Only 4 points.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's what I'm. That's what I'm saying. Tune's back, bro.
That's
He's back.
pretty
Might
good.
be-
I'll be honest. I kind of expected it to be like 10. So that's not bad. That's not bad. Oh, by the way, apparently you went nuts for the
Dude,
onside. What
stop.
happened?
MDR is giving me. Thank you for not showing up on the session saying that because he's giving me PTSD, man. Like, I don't want to talk about it. Scott Frost is a fucking idiot, man. He should have been fired the moment that happened. Like, if you watched the stream, you would have known that Nebraska was going to lose when they were up by 11, just by the way we reacted. Because it was like, fuck this guy, man. Like, you stupid piece of shit, man. Scott Frost is the worst coach. You could kick a fucking onside kick up 11 when you just got 14 points. You were down by 3 going into half. You get 14 points. Why in the fuck are you going to give him the ball at midfield? Like, what is he doing, bro?
Well, my bad. I didn't mean to bring it up either, MDR. I guess we should move on before we give Dabby Cat more PTSD. G Martinez saying Houston's going to win the AAC. Interesting. I cannot wait for that game. It's going to be fun. I think Houston loses. The UTSA starts off 1-0. Going to be a whole lot of fun. I will be betting on UTSA spread. I'll let you guys know about that now, and it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, Dabby, let's talk a little baseball here. I think the people have come here for the baseball. Maybe they talked about are smiling faces, but I doubt it. So I'll be honest, I have not even looked at a baseball card this last 2 days. Didn't even look at it. I watched minimal baseball. I watched all the Apple TV recaps the last 3 days, which are great, by the way. If you guys have Apple TV, they do like a daily recap of all the games. They include the audio from the broadcast. It gives you all little key moments and stuff. It's just a good way to catch up on some games or a day you missed. It's a good time. So I caught up on it. I'm excited about it. It's going to be a lighter day. I've got some leans that I'll share, and I'm going to keep track of in my head to see if, we cash. But let's get right into it, Kevin. Say Hey Plays 139.
That's not how that's supposed to work, right? That's supposed to say 1.
We just keep track of how many say Heys now.
Since when?
Relax, Cabby. Since the moment that I knew that the Boston trip was going to snap all this, you settle down over there. You let me make my own rules here. Just a refresher for everyone. Last day before the trip was a disaster. It was like a minus unit day. I don't even remember exactly what it was. So we're only down 2.35 units for the year. And Cabby, I did my month over month because I was curious because obviously August has been an absolute disaster. And I was just curious.
Did you skip a game?
No, this is our first game.
Okay.
Is there another game?
I mean, I thought the Cardinals game would be first. Is it next?
No. Yeah, it's next. Yeah. We respect the Dodgers here. We give them this limelight, and we give them the limelight first.
All right. Let's do it.
Michael Grove now starts. It's interesting Michael Grove gets the start because our, I guess my old friend Tony Gonsolin on the IL with a forearm strain. We talked about his innings a lot. Not a good sign for the Dodgers. And it makes me feel even better that I've been banging that drum as the Dodgers are not going to be the winners of the World Series this year, and they are not going to be the top 2 team in the NL. So I'm excited about that. However, I'm still going to back them here, and my one and only play of the day here is Dodgers -1.5 and -110. Shout out to Preston. I come from the Preston Ekdahl School of Gambling.
Bro, I still haven't even got to talk to him yet. It's like I know all about him. I've seen his cool ass SneakerCon video. I know he does like everything, but I still haven't ever got to talk to him.
Yeah, it's tough to like Preston. He have to
what
grow.
What the fuck, Jose? That's not a good way.
He has to grow on you. Your first impression, you'll be like, "What the fuck is this guy?" And then eventually he'll grow on you.
What do you think it was like with you?
Exactly, the whole same thing. That's why me and Preston. This is why me and Preston mesh. I got you. But of course, no, Preston's an interesting character on the least. I love Preston. But he's always, when people first met him, it's always the same thing. Like, is he all right? Because he doesn't talk much and he always looks angry. But I love Preston. And once you get him on a game, he turns into a completely different person as well. So shout out to Preston. But he says, if you just bet on the best teams, you won't be you won't be mad. You just bet on the best teams at the end of the day, and this is kind of what I'm channeling
That's
here.
good. I like that. That's a smart
exactly.
strategy.
It doesn't. Maybe I could say he's one of the worst bankroll managers out there, but he has a method to his madness. He knows.
It's like, here's a nice compliment. Here's what else I think.
He knows all this stuff. I've told him this stuff all the time, but Dodgers -1.5, -110 for me. Cheap price. I understand Pablo Lopez, my guy here. He's had an up and down season, and it seems like whenever he faces one of these good teams, he gets crushed. And -110 for me was the run line. So I'm not even really laying juice like my man Dav fans here saying. And ultimately, I'm trusting the Dodgers offense more than anything here. Second against righties, 147 weighted runs created plus this month. Miami Marlins don't score. Michael Grove. This is kind of like the easiest case scenario for Michael Grove to step in here. I know it's a short notice, but I feel like sometimes when you give one of these young pitchers like a couple days notice, he gets a little nervous and stuff. You might as well just throw Michael Grove in there, let him roll. And I trust the offense more. And I believe no Mookie Betts today. And ultimately, you guys know how I feel about Mookie Betts. So I love him, but I can make a bet on this fucking lineup without him.
Yeah. Well, I see BJ in the chat. He said, pass game. Who the fuck is Michael Grove?
Good question.
I kept that out of my cap here with this game because I'm on this game also, and I'm on the same side as you, but I didn't deal with that motherfucker. So it's more about Pablo Lopez. His last game was good, man. He went 6 innings, 4 hits, no runs, but he's been a fade for me second half of this season. And before that last game, he was going downhill. The game before that, 4 innings, 6 hits, 6 runs. The game before that, 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, which is still a decent start, but it's crazy to me here that the Dodgers team total, I was able to get it at 4 -130. I laid juice on that. You can get a lot better price at the 4.5, which I got no problem with, obviously. I was shocked to see the Dodgers team total at 4 with Lopez, because I think on the low end, they get 2 runs off of him, which I think they get more. On the high end, I think they easily get all 4 off Lopez here in 5 innings, maybe 6. So giving me a Dodgers team total at 4 is something that I'm not going to pass at here, man. So yeah. And then, like I said, even Lopez with his last good start, 2-4 last 7 games with the over 6 ERA. He's been trending, regressing. And I think the Dodgers are going to get to him at least a little bit, man. It's crazy that they're hanging that number.
Yeah, it just hasn't been the same since that wrist injury and been pushing him to the start back. It's been weird. It's been weird for season for Pablo Lopez, but still my guy. Still like him. I can't wait to see him in March. Next game, let's talk about your beloved Cincinnati Reds here. Cincinnati Reds, St. Louis Cardinals.
Are they not my beloved? Don't put that.
Well, you wanted to open up the show with this team. I absolutely
Cardinals. Neither of these teams are beloved, but like, don't give me the Reds, especially not Chase Anderson. Shout out to LJ, because that's my guy, and he was on the Daily Sesh with us today. If you guys didn't see it and you're in here and you haven't checked that show out yet, because I know some people haven't, go watch it when we're done here. Go check it out. But shout out to LJ, because he's on them. But I can't get behind Anderson here, man. I'll let you intro the game.
Is he really on the Reds?
What?
He's on the Reds?
Yeah, look below, bro. What?
Well, is he? It wasn't. Oh, sorry, I wasn't looking at the comments.
Didn't you make the graphics for this?
No. I'm just shocked that he's on the Reds. I didn't realize. Oh, I did not know LJ would just taking shots on the edge. No, I didn't know LJ was betting on the Reds. Sorry.
Bad. LJ. I thought you meant Anderson. I was like, what the fuck?
So that's why I'm more surprised. Chase Anderson, by the way, on Chase Anderson's Fangraph, it says Tampa Bay still. So Fangraphs doesn't even know that he's on the Reds. It's weird. And he's been like a 1-inning guy this whole like last 2 months. And then previous to that, he went like 5-6 starter innings. And so I was like, you know what? Fangraphs doesn't even like, this seems all fucked up. I'm passing. The Reds offense sucks. The Cardinals are the best offense against righties. I really like the Cardinals, truthfully. And I'll tell you guys this now. I think I'm going to be betting on the Cardinals in individual games come postseason time, because I really like them right now. They're just rolling first in offense, and righties, like I said, this month. Lefties, we know what they do there. So I'll pass here tonight because 220 is obviously too juice for me. Not enough on the other side for the Reds. And Miles Michaelis can be Jekyll and Hyde. But yeah, I just passed.
Same for me, man. You said it. Michaelis has been overall on the season good, but not always on the road. and very Jekyll and Hyde. His last start, 6 innings, 6 hits, and 3 runs. The 2 before that, though, he got through 8 innings in both of them and only gave up 1 earned run and 2 earned runs. So he has it in him. And with Anderson, I just, like I said, shout out to LJ. I can't get behind Anderson. A 4.2 ERA, opponent batting average of 253. He's 34 years old and he's just gotten worse throughout his career. He's just gotten worse and worse and worse. So I'm off this game because I just don't like either side enough.
Makes sense. Makes sense to me, man. Ronnie and Bergie is saying Reds might be a bad look. Sunday night travels, playing like shit. Let down. I like that. Sense. Gas station report saying 79% of the money on Cincinnati here. Speaking of Preston, shout out to you, Preston, for being here. Appreciate you, my guy.
What up, man?
Preston, we just mentioned you, and I just talked about how you mentioned about betting the best teams in baseball. That's why I'm on Dodgers run line. And I also talked about how you might be the worst bankroll manager out there, and I still love you. So shout out to you, Preston, but I've told you that all before. Next game out there, let's talk about the Cubs, Toronto Blue Jays here. And I was kind of keeping an eye on the Blue Jays because I've talked about I'm the main Blue Jays guy in the solar system. Apparently, I'm going to bet them to win the American League because I think they're going to make the ALCS. But they're just so frustrating. They got diced up by Ohtani, the MVP. They lose in the Mitch White start, I think it was. Fucking Kikuchi's in their bullpen got crushed. I saw a interview today with their general manager, and I'm like,
so you were surprised that Ohtani pitched good and Kikuchi pitched bad? That's what I heard a lot of words, but that's what I got out of that. What?
I was surprised the Blue Jays offense did not show up. Mainly, it was just a disappointing stretch there. And if I had more balls, really, I would take the Cubs here. Jose Barrios obviously better at home, but he still has a 4.10 ERA. Not something I really want to back. The offense has been listless. They're 16th right now, 94 weighted runs created plus. Cubs are actually right below them at 93, 17th. Assad had. Let's talk about Assad real quick because he had a really nice outing. His last start against these Cardinals, and I was pretty surprised. I was like, "Wow, okay, sure."
Can you do it again? Nice, though. Hold on. You said nice.
Yeah, 4 innings, 4 hits, no earned runs. We'll take that every fucking time.
4 innings. Hold on. But let's look at it a little deeper though. He must have got like a lot of double plays or something because he also gave up 4 walks. So if you're gonna go 4 innings and give up 4 hits and 4 walks, that's a lot of fucking base runners, dude.
Yeah, he wiggled his way out of traffic for sure here, and kind of what you were alluding to here. I think he gets touched up in the second start. I don't want to back it in any way here. I looked at the team total and I was like, maybe. But ultimately, I passed. That's one of the leans, though, for me. Toronto team total over 5 is really the only number you can get at a decent price, 5.5.
I think the first 5, and I know people don't love it when people jump out for overs, but I think the first 5 over in this game might not be a bad look. I mean, I'm not personally betting it. I might, but I haven't bet it yet. I'm just saying I don't think the first 5 over is a bad look. I think it's low juice at 5 or high juice at 4.5.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. I've got a 5 actually on my book, minus 105 for the over. So
I'll tell you, I don't hate that at all, especially with the low juice. I think it could easily be 4-2 or worse, one way or the other.
Interesting. By the way, Banana and Grape saying that this is a decent reverse run line spot. You're saying it's a reverse run line spot. Even money for plus 1.5, not bad. And Remo saying that the total dropped 8.5 on his book. I've still got a 9, so that's interesting.
Weird.
To say the least there. All right. So yeah, no play for me. Team total Toronto there, but the offense has been so bad that I don't want to back it, and the Cubs are just not backable at many points, especially away at Toronto. Let's talk about another unbackable team, the Boston Red Sox versus the Minnesota Twins here. And I'm trying to find light in the darkness with this Red Sox team because they are officially.
What does that even mean?
I'm trying to find reasons why I want to watch this baseball team. And one of those reasons is Brian Bayo. He had a nice start coming off the IL last time versus Toronto. 5 innings, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 7 Ks, 1 walk. Shout out to Pete Loshak. One of his gambling isms is betting on a guy or pitcher coming off an injury, but as long as that injury is not an arm injury. Brian Bayo had a little tweaked groin, so Brian Bayo comes back, pitches well. Yeah, it seems to work out because the arm doesn't get
Well,
hurt.
at first I was like, I don't like that, but then you finished your sentence, and I kept listening, and I was like, oh, well, that makes more sense. The whole as long as it's not an arm injury thing, that's cool.
Yeah. So you obviously, like I said, groin, we'll take it. Maybe a little hamstring, sure.
Yeah.
But he pitched well. But ultimately, I am not going to back this Red Sox team any under circumstances right now. I suck at betting them, as many people know. It's interesting that they're plus money today against Dylan Bundy. I honestly, if I had to choose win to back them, it's against non-AL East opponents, obviously, because I don't know what it is against the AL East. They just don't play them well. Obviously, they're very good. And Dylan Bundy, I mean, coming off a good start at Houston when he normally doesn't have good starts on the road, a 5.66 road ERA compared to a 2.68 home ERA. Maybe you can sack up and take the Red Sox at a plus money, but Twins may be starting to turn this ship around a little bit and get their shit together. Correa has been playing well the last 2 days, so I'm passing at the end of the day. This Red Sox team is just extremely disappointing.
I tell you what, this game, Razor was on our daily session. He's on the Red Sox here, and I thought about you. Anytime somebody says the Red Sox, I think about you, just so you know. And I wanted to see what you said about this game too. I do understand what he was saying, though. It does kind of seem like they're giving you a really good line for the Twins here because everybody knows how awful the fucking Red Sox have been, and Twins seem more bet on. But I'm off this game also, man. Both pitchers here. I know you like your guy, but in his 22 innings pitched, he's given up 34 hits, man, and 12 walks. So like there is bright spots in Bellows' stuff, but not in his numbers, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, I can see where you get excited about him because he's lanky, he's got good whip, he's got good stuff. But like I said, 12 walks to only 22 strikeouts and 34 hits and 22 innings pitched. That's bad. That's bad. That's why he's got an opponent batting average of 362. Yeah, that's just bad. It's just too bad. Too bad. So I can't do anything with this game personally.
No, I don't.
I'd lean Twins, even though that's pretty square. I know that's square, but I'd lean Twins right here.
I probably agree. I'd probably lean Twins. Dad fan saying easiest play on the board, Twins money line. Johnny Gunn saying, you guys, it's Bundy. And you're right, it is Bundy. We do have to flash all of these when he comes on, Bubble Neck Bundy, obviously, Al. And then we've got, obviously, my personal favorite. I think this one's still my personal favorite. Ted is just, look at his just menacing face. Just look at him.
Love it.
Thank you to Ted Bundy and his associates for sending in those pictures. So yeah, I pass on this game too, but I am obviously going to be watching this game very closely and intently. Next game, my Pittsburgh Pirates as a gigantic underdog against Corbin Burns, the pitcher.
So you're on them, right?
No, the pitcher on the mound, Corbin Burns, has seen these Pirates plenty of times. It has gone mixed results. I've bet on this same game several times. I do not want to bet on it anymore. I've lost on it on both sides. It's pretty funny. I've bet on the Pirates in this spot like 3 times already, obviously, and they get diced up by Burns, Woodruff, and then the next time they'll be like, all right, I've seen this plenty of times. Burns first 5, they're not even going to score off of them. Then they score like 4 runs. I'm like, what the fuck? So I pass on this game too. Minus 335 is fucking ridiculous though. So if I'm picking a side, it's 100% Pirates, but I'm not putting my money there right now. And I'll say it. I mean, it's been a successful
way to
trend
not
all
stick
year.
it out through the whole season. I mean,
yeah, I'm pussy. Sorry. I showed everyone that it makes money and that you should.
Bro,
keep
I was
doing it,
pouting. I was pouting on Saturday, and I still fucking bet on Darvish first 5. The fuck?
Yeah, because that has a fucking high win-loss record. You don't lose like 17 of those in a row and demoralize you.
Well, are you still up money on betting dogs? That is the
most
question.
likely. Most likely.
Most likely.
I don't have the numbers. I can't fucking pull them out of my ass. Sorry. I could lie to you and be like, yeah, I'm up 36 units on the year, but I don't fucking know. I don't know.
I know Cheshire Cat. He's feisty today.
I know.
Right?
Apparently, I'm back at work. I'm just like,
Rrr. It's the wrestler in you, man.
Yeah, I do not have the picture loaded up, but remember, 2-14. I'll fuck you guys up.
We put a clip up too. I don't know if you've seen it yet. It's just a little. It's got it's a 10-minute clip or 11-minute clip. Go check it. little montage, and of
Okay.
course, you're front and center on it. You're right in it. So
Okay, yeah. I when you said 10-minute clip, I thought it was like one of your like Key and Peele thing when I was like a whole like 10-minute like thing with our faces on it. I was like, oh my god. But yeah, no, I cannot wait to watch that. I've saved that for me as a little treat because I've been busy all day today and I cannot wait for that. No, but this is a pass game for me, for sure. And by the way, corn is very, very in nowadays. I don't know what the corn trend is. I have not seen the TikTok, but corn back. I'll tell you that.
Slaughter told me about it. I didn't know you put it on a drill and like you spin the drill and eat the corn.
I don't know. I don't even know. Let's stop being old as shit, Cab. Do you have any play on this game?
No, fuck.
No.
I don't ever bet the Brewers. It took me I figured that out a lot quicker than you were talking about your. As soon as I lost a few times, I was like, all right, well, it's a long season. I'm not doing this shit over and over again.
Yeah, the Brewers are kind of like on the White Sox. The White Sox, Red Sox kind of train. Like they've just caught me so many times that I just cannot bet them anymore. Like it's just they're good enough to have like lines that like entice you, but just never good enough to actually win you the bet. So that is the story of the Milwaukee Brewers this year. New York Yankees, speaking of a shitty team, versus the Los Angeles Angels here. Frankie Montas, Jose Suarez. The New York Yankees who lost the series to the Oakland A's, right? Interesting. That's interesting. In a battle of two of the MVP candidates here, Ohtani, Judge. I cannot wait for this game. Maybe Ohtani does some cool shit. I think Aaron Judge will probably hit a home run in this series, and then Yankees will be like, oh my God, the MVP. How much just ruined my voice there. I'm going to cough up a storm here soon if I keep doing that. All right, so let's not ruin my voice already. Sorry, there's I did some things that hurt my throat this weekend. Pause.
What the fuck?
Pause. Frankie
Jose,
Montas.
say that again. What time is it in the show?
Frankie Montas, 3.84 ERA. You can say it all you want. I still haven't seen the other ones that you saved from the other time. I still haven't seen those, so that'll be fun. He's not pitched great. His last start against the New York Mets, 5 2/3, 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk. That was a pretty good start. Toronto, he got touched up for 6 earned runs. I don't trust him. I would lean towards the Los Angeles Angels, truthfully. Maybe some Ohtani Judge props. Jose Suarez is interesting because he's been good this year in spurts, some instances. But I just can't get behind him ever. Like it's just 5 1/3, 8 hits, 3 earned runs against the Tampa Bay Rays, and another 5 1/3, another 3 earned runs versus Seattle. Can he do it against this Yankees offense, which has been kind of floundering this last couple of weeks? They're 6th right now against lefties, 135 weighted runs created plus this month. So maybe I can get to him here. I passed, but I'd probably be betting the Angels if I had to bet anything.
Okay. Well, then do it.
And shout out to Ronnie Umbergia here, by the way. He's an Ace fan. And, of course, good shout out to the 2001 Moneyball team there. I saw Mark Mulder and all of them. I saw Scott Hatterberg there, too. Did they invite Brad Pitt, Ronnie? Let me know.
Anyways, man, you should have good numbers here against the Angels to look into if you are actually interested to see their hitting stats here. But like you said, Suarez, man, he's either given up 3 or 4 in just like 5 innings, or he's getting through 7 and not giving up any. Has kind of been the MO. And I'd be scared to be backing him and have one of those starts where he only goes 5 innings and gives up 4 runs. If you are somebody who is trying to find ways to get back behind the Yankees, I wouldn't hate the spot for them here at only -180. It'd be a lot worse if they hadn't been playing so bad. But for me, I can't bet this, man. I mean, this is shit right here to me. This is such a confusing cap, man. I don't even have a lean on the total, which is crazy because usually if I don't like a side, that means I have heavy favor on a total one way or the other. But on this one, for me personally, I'm just not sure.
I think I like the LA Angels reverse run line, honestly. +1.5 at -105. I think it'll be a close game, really. And I really think that the Angels could win this game outright. But I'm trying to parse that. I'm trying to think am I just a Yankee hating asshole, or do I actually think that the Angels are going to win this game and come in close? So I've got to parse that out. And by the way, let me check the confirmed lineups because I'm sure they're out. So let me refresh because it's actually not out on
Shout
RotoWire.
out Real Deal. He just said Ward is in.
Okay, so yes, it's Fletcher, Trout, Ohtani, Rengifo, Ward, Mike Ford, facing his former club, Joe Adell, and the rest of that
Do you have?
hodgepodge.
You should have some good numbers of Frank. You should have like a lot of numbers to go off Frankie on the other side. Like, I mean, they should have seen him plenty of times.
Yes, I'll look at Baseball Savant right now. Frankie Montas against him, 250 average, 98 plate appearances. Ohtani hitting, Ohtani hitting a casual 429. Is that good?
Oh shit!
21 at bats, 9 hits, 3 home runs, 5 strikeouts. Trout hitting a casual 188. Is that good? 20 plate appearances, 16 at bats, 3 hits, 5 strikeouts. There, only 1 walk. So interesting there. No one else obviously does damage to him like Trout or does it like Ohtani does. Stassi hits him for 200. Fletcher hits him for 200. Or he hits him for 158. I should actually specify that because that's
Gosh, all this Angels love, man. You guys, the chat's giving a lot of love. Jake Burns said he's got to find a way to bet the Angels here. He thinks they win. Real Deal said New York is on a low. Angels are on a high. There's value here. Eric Jones said Angels plus 1.5 runs, under 8. Man, fuck. And you saying that too. You guys have convinced me, man. I kind of would lean Angels too here. I mean, and they got as good of a lineup as they can possibly put out there back and on the field. So.
But shout out to Aaron, a little Ohtani homer prop 425 is not bad at all.
Yeah,
as well. I mean, you guys know I suck ass at props.
Wow, MDR just said Ohtani over 1.5 bases is plus 130. Man, that's crazy to think plus 130 if he's really hitting over 400 on him. And how many at bats? If you don't have it, don't worry about it. But it was a lot.
It was about 26.
That's a decent size.
Plus 110 for me. I've got it at plus 110. I like that. I think. Yeah, I was gonna say I suck ass at props, but I think I'm going to, and I've been saying.
Can I ask the chat this, or I can look
do.
at it too? I want to throw this out there. This is what and it hurts to talk about, especially after how Manny Machado stabbed me in the fucking heart. I know you saw that because I told you ahead that I was gonna fucking.
Well, you told me you had a dream. I was actually thinking about this. You told me that you had a dream about a prop, and I thought it was a pitcher. And then I saw your bet, and I was like, "Oh, I guess this is it." And then I didn't see the game, obviously, but I saw it lost. What happened?
Seriously?
Yeah, I didn't. I don't know. I didn't.
All right, bro. I had him over 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs, plus the Padres to win. If they would have hit, I would have won that competition that we were doing. I would have won by $100. I would have won the 4K. He got a run his first at bat, so there's 1. His second at bat, there was 2 outs. Profar was on second. He got a base hit. So there's 2. Profar got thrown out at home. If he wouldn't have got thrown out at home, that would have been 3. So Profar gets thrown out at home. Next at bat, he gets out. And then the next at bat, it's like the 5th or 6th inning, bases loaded, 1 out, 3-2 count. Manny strikes out. So I don't get it there. And then game goes on. Kansas City conceded the game, man. They had a position player on the mound. And Manny was coming up to hit against a fucking position player who just gave up a home run, a walk, and a single, and a fucking pinch hit.
Ah,
that's 4K, bro. That's 4K.
That hurts. By the way, it was really funny that you went 4-1 on that. I saw that. That was really funny. I got a good laugh out of that. I think I'm going to move officially on Angels plus 1.5 minus 105, and I'm going to move on a rare player prop for me. Ohtani over 1.5 bases at plus 110. I don't do them often. I'm typically not really good at them. But I don't know. It doesn't take too much capping to look at Ohtani's record or his at bats against Frankie Montas and see that maybe he hits him a little bit. Especially because he's been hot these last couple of days too. Hit a triple, home run, pitched really well against the fucking Blue Jays. And I really hope he finishes strong here because I've said it the whole year. I still think he's the MVP. Aaron Judge has not broken any records yet. Ohtani's going to finish top 3 in the AL Cy Young, and he might finish top 2 in the NMVP. So, sorry. Ohtani's 2 players in 1, and he's going to keep winning the MVP until he stops fucking performing this well on both sides. That's my personal opinion. And I also have mentally prepared myself for the Red Sox to be in on Aaron Judge next year. And that's why I kind of try not to slander him as much. Next game on our slate here, Philadelphia Phillies versus the Arizona Diamondbacks here. Madison Bumgarner, Ranger Suarez. This is a game that I really tried to move on. I really tried to find reasons to bet the Phillies here. I don't believe in Madison Bumgarner anymore. Whatever, he's just wrapping up his career, getting these checks. Shout out to Mason Saunders. His opponent batting average against the Phillies 190. First of all, so I was like, okay, well that's a concern. Phillies are hitting fifth right now against lefties, 137 weighted runs created plus this month. So I was like, do I want to trust this? That he had to start against them this year. It was pretty good. One earned run, 3 runs. Ranger Suarez has been pitching well. So first 5 -1 plus 110 was my look, but this is a travel spot kind of for the Phillies. They go from Philadelphia to Arizona here, and I just didn't have enough confidence to back it at the end of the day. So that was another lean of mine. Phillies first 5 -1 plus 110. I want to look for reasons to back the Phillies.
I kind of like the Phillies here too. I didn't move on it. Like I said, I got the Dodgers team total play that I've already bet. I only give out what I bet. I tell you guys what I like. We're here for knowledge to help people if they want to learn things. But Suarez, yeah, like you said, he's been doing good, man. Last start kind of sucked. Only 5 innings, 6 hits, and 3 runs. But the 2 starts before that were magnificent. 7 innings, 3 hits, no runs. 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. So the 14 innings before the last start, Ranger Suarez was great. I lean Phillies also, man. He's been doing pretty good overall this year. 3.38 ERA, opponent batting average under 250. Madison Bumgarner on the other side, he's got an opponent batting average of 276. Last 2 starts, he gave up 5 and 6 runs in both of them. He only went 5 innings. He went 5 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs. Start before that, 5 innings, 8 hits, 6 runs. I mean, he's getting touched up. Start before that, he gave up 5 runs too. I mean, this guy's just, like you said, I'd have to lean Phillies or nothing here. If I was going to bet it, I'd go Phillies. There's no other way I'd look.
Yeah.
Harper is back today.
Let's see here. I would like to.
That's what Slow Jams just put in there.
Yeah, he's been back for the last 2 games. This is his 3rd game.
2 games. College football, bro. I haven't paid much attention.
I don't know. I understand. Don't worry. This is his 3rd game back. He's had RBIs in his first 2, I believe. He's a beast. He's a fucking beast. Yeah,
Bryce Harper, of course he has.
People forget how fucking good that guy is. He was the MVP last year, and that's why I'm like, man, Phillies are bet on for the rest of the season right now.
Look at this. Playoffs. BJ just said Bumgarner has gave up 4 home runs or more in his last 5 starts. That is fucking brutal, man.
Brutal. All right. Damn, am I really going to move on this? I think I am going to move on Phillies first 5 -1 here. It's plus money. That's another reason why I'm interested in it. Push whatever. If I win, I get that plus money price. Shout out to MDR saying Phillies or an over 5.5, a combo -110. Not bad at all here. And by the way, Paco Healy liking the team total over for the Yankees in that last game. I also thought about that too.
Where do you get that number at?
I can look at what I have it at. He didn't specify, but I'm sure it is probably like a 4.5 to 5.
No, it's cool. I was just curious.
It is for me here, Cabby. It is a 4.5 -115, which is not bad at all. 5 plus 120. I don't hate that look at all for you, my guy there. Let's move on to the last game on our slate. West Coast baseball coming at us here with the Rodon versus Clevenger starter. Great start pitching matchup wise. Excited to watch this game. But both these teams are just, I don't want to call them disappointments. The Padres obviously are disappointing, but it's not really like the Tatis thing kind of took the wind out of their sails, I think. And then the Giants, we all kind of knew that they might be like a one-year wonder for last year and then come back to life this year, come back to earth this year. I would lean Padres plus money, but I feel like if you've been betting the Padres, usually just been burning stacks, burning money, maybe a team total. But I just ultimately passed here. Rodon is a scary pitcher to go against. I'll admit it. His last 2 starts against 2 bad teams, Detroit and Arizona, but 7 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned runs, 10 Ks, 6 innings, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 11 Ks. I don't want to go against that. And truly will just avoid the Rodon experience. Something that is interesting here, I don't think Juan Soto has seen Rodon yet. So first time seeing him there, and I think the pitchers always have the advantage there. So pass for me here.
I said it after hearing this game talked about, I kind of like the Padres here also. Clevenger has been somebody that I've made money on betting. And look, I get all the Padres hate, but I said this the other day before, and fuck, I mean, they just screwed me over 4K. And I almost went with Bell too, and Bell would have covered in the first inning. So it's very frustrating, but it's like the Padres are still 70-59 right now. Like they're still winning baseball games. I know it's Kansas City and they're a shitty team, but they still won the series there, regardless of what happened in the last game, right? Giants, on the other hand, they're doing what we kind of all thought they'd do. Under 500, it's going to keep falling, in my opinion. All I'd say is, like you did, I wouldn't really want to go against Rodon here. If it was any other pitcher on the fucking Giants, any other pitcher, I would be on Clevenger right here because I've enjoyed betting Clevenger. He's been making me money. I think he's been getting back into form, so to speak. But I can't do it here with Carlos on the other side. I'm not going against him.
Yeah, no, I think I'm right there with you. I agree with you there. Picks from Dave here, by the way. Great follow on Twitter if you guys don't follow him. A good little note here. Is this the after sesh? Why isn't Jose smoking? Well, first of all, I can answer that question by saying Venezuelan parents. Second of all, that's a good name for whenever Cabby comes on the show. The after sesh is not bad. The after sesh. First of all,
anybody who didn't in it, like Ronnie and Berga, I saw you said if you're betting the Padres, you're a true masochist. I've actually, I know it's fucking crazy, and I know that for the most part, people have taken it where the sun don't shine betting that team, but I've somehow won money on them. I'm not a fucking fan, so they're not. It's not like not a fan of the team or anything like that.
By the way, I'll say this: shout out to Corbin Carroll, who got called up for the Arizona Diamondbacks. He's their number 2 overall prospect. I have a MLB Network on the background right now, so I'm looking at his thing. He's going to be good. He's been hyped up all year, or like all day, I should say, not all year, because who talks about a Diamondbacks prospect? But he might be able to give the boost to the Diamondbacks offense. So I don't necessarily wouldn't hate and overlook as well there. So that's another reason why I guess I might not be on the Phillies. I don't like backing or fading the team with a little boost from that prospect. So we'll see here. Let's recap our plays here, Cap. I'd like for you to start. I've got 3 right now, and it might be 4. But it looks like I'm a West Coast boy, actually, as well. I'm a West Coast lover today. Cabby, what are you on?
Okay, so I took the Dodgers team total over 4. I laid a little juice for it. If you don't want to lay the juice, I like the 4.5 also, obviously. Or I wouldn't have taken the 4. I just took the 4. It's what I did because I was shocked that I saw it at one of my books.
Minus 130?
Yeah. So Dodgers team total over 4. I do kind of like that Padres spot. Like I said, there was some other stuff I liked, but as far as where my money's going on, it's just on the Dodgers team total right now.
Beautiful. By the way, Derek probably laughing at the Venezuelan parents' comments because he knows. I'm right there with you with the Dodgers. I'm on Dodgers minus 1.5, minus 110. I'm on the Angels plus 1.5, minus 105. I'm on Ohtani over 1.5 bases at plus 110. A rare player prop for me. Like I've told you guys, I've probably played like 10 this year, and I've probably hit 3. So it's been tough sledding. Yeah. Yes, I know. It's been bad. I don't do them very often. I don't like them. And then Phillies first 5 minus 1. I don't think I'm going to move on it at the end of the day. Corbin Carroll, people will be like, oh, you got to let a prospect, one guy get you off the bet, but I wasn't feeling too confident about it either way. Let's keep the volume low today, and let's get right into it with a nice, easy day when we bet on one of the best teams in baseball and then simultaneously bet on one of the shittiest teams in baseball. So how fun is that? Shout out to Preston again, because he says bet on the best teams, and I did not do that today. Well, I did that halfway. Cabby, thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate it. It's been a hell of a day, a hell of a show. First of all, please, let's get your plugs in. Let the people know where you're at on Twitter and where you're going to be next on Pub Sports Radio.
Oh yeah, man, Dabby Cab. You see the handle below us. That's where it is. That's the Twitter handle. But the Daily Sesh. There's a lot of people in here. If you haven't got to check it out, go check it out when you leave here. We break down different things, whether it's baseball, college football, anything. We talk about a lot of shit. Go check it out. And then the college football show, the live betting show. We're going to be going live Friday, Saturday, and Sunday this weekend. So looking forward to that. You know the deal. It's Pub Sports Radio. Just make sure and follow Pub Sports Radio and everything those guys are doing.
Yes, and especially go to the Buy Me a Coffee link, new presenting sponsor of the Say Hey Plays. I was going to say the Say Hey Plays, just Say Hey Plays, the new presenting sponsor for them. Go subscribe. Hit the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description right now. Donate to the effort to get this Atlantic City trip up and running. I cannot wait till we have more details for that, but let's get this donations fundraising goal, and then we can start talking about it further, because all that money is going to go back to you guys, whether that be hotels, food, something like that will happen. It'll be great in Atlantic City. And shout out to our other sponsors, Prize Picks, promo code Pub Sports. If you guys go put in $100, you get $100 back, all that good stuff and more. Let me double check. Yes, so it's 100% match up to
Yeah, you got it.
$100. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. See, I just wanted to make sure. I want to lead people astray from our friends at
My
Prize
Bookie
Picks.
AG. They'll match you up to 50%. Use the promo code Pub Sports. Same thing. Manscaped. Make sure and stay clean. Fucking the trimmer is awesome. I use it. Pub Sports promo code saves you money there. Save money. Money's hard to come by. So there you go.
Yes, and we try to find some today. And of course, like we said, and by the way, Dave and Paco both combining for good ideas for the Pub Sports Radio dollars. You never know what will happen there. But I thank so much, you guys. Every donation helps, and it's a whole lot of fun when we get together. So we want to do it more often. Thank you guys all for watching. It's been an interesting show, getting my feet back into it. Like I said, Dabby's one of my favorite guests to have on the show, and I always appreciate it. And hopefully I can come on the Daily Sesh sometime soon, and I can maybe when we go to Vegas sometime soon, I'll show Dutch some wrestling moves. I'll give him the what for, and we can. I'll give him the 2-14 wrestling treatment.
Okay, I want to see
what
that.
Are the odds? What are the odds? What are the odds on that wrestling match right now, Cabby? What are the odds?
You and Dutch, will you get in the ring with them?
Yeah.
Well,
no. The real question is, would Dutch get in the ring with me?
I don't make fighting odds. We'll let the chat make those odds. Will Dutch get in the ring with you? What?
Yeah.
Okay, so but is it boxing?
Dutch has everything to lose.
Is it boxing? That's one way to look at it.
It's wrestling. It's wrestling, not boxing. Dutch would beat my ass in boxing. I have pillows on these hands. I've never thrown a punch in my life.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like if you got in that pre-wrestling stance where you put your arms around him, I feel like Dutch would get real uncomfortable and try and start boxing.
No, it's wrestling. You take him down, all that good stuff, whatever. He probably choked my ass. He tried to choke my ass at least. Cheshire Cat putting for Dutch minus 2,500. His odds maker says error.
Rocco said I'm on that.
Well, no, he's on that for Mr. MDR. Yeah, Mr. MDR is on over 1.5 bases for Freeman. So shout out to him.
He said error. Picks, you got me on that one, Dave.
I mean, what are you talking about? I'd wrestle Dutch, no problem. He's the same height as me. He's obviously a lot stronger than me.
You went to it. Don't just. Yeah.
I'd hit a singlet and headgear. So yeah, what? I'll tell you this now. Dutch would have a lot more pressure than I do. Dutch is a 2,500 favorite. If I get any kind of advantage on this, if I took Dutch down, that video would live forever.
Okay, let's do it. Let's just make it happen. AC, donate to the AC trip, and we'll get Dutch and Jose in a wrestling match. That's beautiful. Me. I'll figure out a way to get that happen. You get Dutch in the ring. You find out Dutch. Gotta get his ego into it. I don't know what we'll do, but yeah. And actually, a good point here, Craig. Dutch can't throw over 63 miles. No fucking chance. Hey, bro. Speaking of, if there's a baseball field close, we can go out there, and everybody that wants to keep talking baseball, we can go out there. We can play a little. Wow. We can play a little. Everyone can try and get an at bat. Somebody's just got to catch me. You just remember, Dabby. You just remember that everyone else was talking shit when it comes to hitting off. You remember that I'm the one that is saying I never fucking touched any kind of fastball you give. You could throw 10 fastballs down the big. I would not touch any of them. I do remember you saying that. Yeah, I don't throw straight. So if it goes down the middle, it didn't start down the middle. I can tell you that. Yeah, no fucking chance. No fucking chance. We will definitely, the Texas Tailgate Tour is coming up soon, and we're definitely going to bring a wiffle ball, and have some live ABs there. So it'll be a whole lot of fun. Thanks everyone for watching this. Oh, these outros are always so fucking long, and we always go out everywhere with them. Thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget to sign up for the Cappers contest as well on pubsportsradio.com.
The little end video that we'll be playing for the rest of the next week or so, we'll be showing you guys how to explain it, to sign up for all that shit. It's on pubsportsradio.com. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. I've got to sign up actually soon. So definitely go sign up today. It'll be a whole lot of fun. Dabby, I'll see you soon, my man. Go subscribe to Pub Sports Radio. Follow us on Twitter. And don't forget to go buy me a coffee right now in the link in the description. Say hey, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
We at Pub Sports Radio are doing our own Cappers contest. $100 entry fee. We will all be competing against each other. Every single cent that's put in will go into the prizes.
You've got 5 picks every week. If you go to pubsportsradio.com, you buy yourself that little ticket that you see on the website right there. Just hit add a cart. You buy the little ticket right there. And after you buy the ticket, you'll get an email with a link and a specific password for you to log in, make your picks, and all that good jam.
So it coincides, of course, with a survivor pool. 1 pick per week, sports survivor pool. That's exciting. We're having a Cappers contest, 5 picks against the spread each week, and a survivor contest. We all get to host the victors and roast the losers. The Cappers contest at Pub Sports Radio. All you have to do is go to pubsportsradio.com to sign up.